I was about to ask.
Yeah.
I was even telling these guys here.
Yeah.
Angela's music has changed. Yeah?
Yeah.
We love the direction that you are taking. We
Thank
feel
you.
like your music is more commercial now.
Yeah,
We can
definitely.
sing, we can dance.
Yeah.
What has happened? What has changed about Katatumba's music? What's going on?
Chichiwachuka wavayo mbilivi walimu olukopuleti lungi nnyo nga n'okulabako buzibu kiki.
The difference is now I got new management. Ocean, Tony Ocean.
Okay.
And Tony Ocean, he insisted that I meet Andre. And he's the one who insisted that I work with Andre. He took 2.5 months basically convincing me to work with Andre. And then, of course, his moves have been winning because then he made me meet with Andre, and Andre wrote an amazing song, Tony Davida. And then
Tuyakoma kuandika lwimba luka. Nawandika mu kitabu. Okay.
Yes, but at least those are the moves. Those are Tony's
But do you think your music has changed because of your new management, or is it because you met Daddy Andre?
I think it's because of the new management that made me meet Daddy Andre.
Well, there's having new management, and then they don't think that your music should change much as you've met Daddy Andre.
No, it's 100% because of the new management with Ocean. That's why he insisted I meet with Andre, because he wanted me to take that kind of Luganda route, more commercial route.
Yeah.
And then with Black Market. So it's the new management that's running the show right now.
Speaking about Luganda, I've heard people say they like how you speak Luganda, and some people say, ayogera rubi olulimi lwaffe.
No, for sure. Nkuba mbogo nyingi. Even I'm not impressed. Like,
Luganda yo bamenyeka.
Mumenya. Why can't you just leave me in my Kaluzungu? But now I'm being forced.
But that can only mean nti bwali okula tewayogera oba tewawulira Luganda.
At all.
So would love to know Katatumba yakulira wa, yasomera wa, ava wa, mwana wani, muzukulu wani.
Oh wow.
Ava mu lujja lwani.
What's that?
Musaza lyani. Mugombolola lyani.
Oyimba mu Luzungu oba oyimba mu Luganda.
Okay, in a nutshell,
Yeah.
His Excellency Bonnie and Gertrude Katatumba, my parents.
Yeah.
I have 6 brothers. I had 7 brothers, 1 passed away, so 6 brothers.
Oh, may his soul rest in peace.
Thank you, sweetheart. And then my papa also passed away.
Oh, may his or her.
Papa.
Oh, your papa. May his soul also rest in peace.
Amen. And anyway, then I have an older sister living in Atlanta, Georgia.
In Atlanta?
I was in Atlanta. Atlanta.
Wait.
If you want me to say it right,
Atlanta, Georgia is one of your sister or brother.
Sister. Sister. Yeah.
Yeah, Owanga ali wanu Salama Road.
So then obviously born in Nairobi, then very, very young age, came to Katatumba Academy at a very young age, left to go to school in Canada, then did schooling in Canada after the Katatumba Academy, and then went to England, did all my degrees in England, economics degree, law degree, master's degree in Oxford Brookes University, and then I got married in England and then moved to Chicago.
Wow.
And then from Chicago I came to Ghana.
So me, well, my parents are in Hoima, but I grew up in Masindi because my dad was working in Masindi then.
And you studied from Kanyakulia
primary school, and then I moved to Masindi High School, and then I moved to Kampala.
You are totally local.
Amen.
If local was a person,
it would be me.
She's beautifully local.
But where do you love it? Here or there?
Of course, home is best. Let nobody lie to you. No matter how many years I spent abroad, I always yearn to be at home. You know, I love here you feel celebrated in Uganda, and abroad you feel tolerated. You know what I'm saying? The races, you've seen the issues. They don't end. They keep.
And when you're here, you shine. There, everyone is.
There, nobody cares.
Yeah,
exactly. It's a very individualistic society. You know, a lot of people die in their apartments alone. America is very, very individualistic. Beyond the beautiful buildings, it's miserable for me.
I want to ask you, so is there in England or in Bristol where you come from?
America.
Do they people quatch and they sit down like in the evening and they kabai timu?
Do they what?
Quatch.
Like to drink together?
No, quaching. Akakola bakalia. That is my question.
Like to sit like Marwa, sit together and drink.
Yes.
Of course they have bars, but even there the bars close at 2 a.m. sharp.
It's about to Karuma.
Yeah, they don't play 2 a.m. sharp. Closed. Then after we go to the places like Denny's, and then we sit there for breakfast.
So anyway, with this new Angela Katatumba that we are seeing, a very sexy diva, gorgeous voice, nice music. We want to see Angela on stage.
Yeah.
But then those days, Angela, stage.
Yeah.
So does this mean that Angela is going to step up, be on stage
definitely.
often, do shows and?
Definitely, I am 2020. I'm trying to now reach out to the whole of Uganda. You're going to see me on stage.
You are 2020.
All these, everywhere, uptown, up country. I am ready to perform.
Do we see Angela and Daddy Andre performing on stage together?
Yeah. So how is Daddy Andre?
I don't know. I don't talk to you.
No, as in a bangary, why you get a corner here?
So, Angela, I want you to imagine a situation where I book Angela and Andre for a gig. Now they are going to come on stage. We all know when two performers are on stage together. Yeah. There's some touching.
You need to act.
I told you. If I'm paid to do that, I will do. I will even sing on top of my head if I've been paid. So I will definitely do what I've been paid to do. I have no problem performing with Andre. Yeah, if I've been paid to do it.
That's okay.
That's it. Business-wise, we shall meet. The rest is no story.
So when you come off stage with your mug and everything.
Exactly.
So
even before stage.
Daddy Andre, sorry, man. Angela.
Hold on. Little George, twala speed.
My mom sent me a message saying so many people don't want to get HIV, but so many people can't be bothered to test. You don't want to get it, but this is the simple process, so people need to be aware, and like, much as you love each other, much as you're excited about each other, just be a bit responsible.
Exactly.
I like what you're saying. Whether you do what you die, but guess what? At least do your part. There's nothing, exactly. There's nothing like, God forbid, getting HIV, but at least you did your part, so you're like, that's good. Yeah. But can you imagine getting HIV when you could have simply gone to test, and guess what? That's the worst. You'll die of regret. It's Angela, the worst kind of death.
But tugenda netwekebeza tusobola okweyaga koze oli single.
Did she tell you? Oh, that's how you ask if she's
single. Exactly. He has not asked.
She got married.
That was a long time ago now.
Long time ago.
I'm divorced as we speak.
Wait,
so
you were divorced?
I am divorcee.
Look at this divorce.
Divorcee.
Wama Angela.
Yes.
I divorced.
Okay, I am dating nensobola okuvaayo. So nze mbadde nga nteesa, nze ndi ready kwekebeza. Sindi mulungi.
You have your American swag, you're looking fine.
You see where you're going to touch.
I've watched one of your interviews where you say you met Andre in studio while you were recording.
Yeah.
This was the very first time you met in studio, yeah?
Yeah.
And then all these allegations that were coming up, girls saying, I went to Daddy Andre's studio to record a song, and then he was touching me, and then he was doing all these things. Did it ever cross your mind that what happened between you and Andre while you were recording, and
No, let me tell you, with Andre, he was such a gentleman with me. I know when people break up with each other, then everybody wants to diss everybody, but I am not that kind. I am so grateful to Andre. Number one, he was so good to me. He was such a gentleman, and after 2 weeks of doing the song that he did so amazingly, and he wrote us a monster hit that's been #1 for months, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
After that, 2 weeks later is when he asked me out on a date.
Hey.
He did nothing. There was nothing unprofessional going on between us.
Nice.
Yeah, to me, he was. So I don't know. The other ladies, I always say every person has their story.
Yeah.
And, Andre has his story and they have their story. There's always two sides to a story. And I'm not part of that, so I don't know their story. So I don't want to comment on their story. But with him and I, he was so professional.
First date, did you accept?
After 2 weeks.
When they said they want you
want
you
you.
to go out on the date, did you accept?
And when he asked me out on the date, actually, he asked me like 3 times.
Okay,
Oh.
3 times.
I
Please,
kept saying no.
it is
don't
now 4 years I'm asking you for a date. So
Be patient. Patience.
patience is getting older.
And then one of
more
the things
beautiful.
that you said that Ugandans were joking about too much when you say that Andre spent about 20 million Ugandan shillings on you in just a few months, and they were asking Angela, 20 million zalagawa, Twitter accountability.
Yeah, Andreas as
Can I give it to you?
Are you a woman of Chikara? Don't let us know, because you know Chikara takes money.
3 months.
First of all, I said over
20 million. So we are
I
talking about
stopped counting at 20.
You're lying.
This boy was such a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
He would take me for his up-country trips, put me first-class hotels,
So
you know, just to make sure like the best of the best was for Angie.
Because this is Angela Kasatongo.
The guy you go with is the guy who treasures you, who treats you like a queen, who treats you like a princess, and that is what I loved about this guy. Because he
Are you serious?
because life comes first in that way.
Sweetness.
Ye naga nasula mu ye oba.
Say that again.
Yakubukingira nga hotel. Ye nafuna room ye. Nawe mwasolanga mwemu.
Yeah, I'm telling
Nata
you.
kwata na
It's staying
kowade.
the same suite. I'm telling you, I don't have to lie to you.
Na muri
In my
night
pajamas.
dress. Night dress.
Everyone is sleeping in their
How
pajamas.
can you someone that take a motel and pay no sura mu pajama?
And why not?
I'm not a
So we were still
No, but those are the things that make him a gentleman. You know?
yes.
What?
But you guys,
Not to
you're
be
not
able to
what?
How
No.
a gentleman
He's
you're
not a
right.
gentleman.
Not
You're
a
saying
gentleman.
He's a
I
coward.
cannot trust
Let me
myself
tell
in
you.
a room with you. You rap me.
Yeah,
like
that's
my
true.
I
gentleman.
will not
I also
rap
can't
you.
be in the
Oh
same
my
room
God,
with you.
you're
Look
right.
at your breast.
No, look at your figure.
Hey.
What do you want us to do?
And
To be patient and be there. If I say no, I mean
Who
no.
is
3 months.
Mr.
patient?
Joe, I am going to turn off your microphone
No,
because
this
you're
is
not
unserious.
This
listening
is
to
a
me.
man's
How can I
problem.
be with you in one room? You are in
Expensive
a
one.
night dress ojimanyi bweserera ku
Mano yambala pijama.
3 months singa.
Wama Angela.
Okay.
Over the champ accountability, yeah, over 20 million.
So the trips, the upcountry trips, always buying me like whatever I
Who's
wanted.
buying
If it
you?
was like liquors, it was like bottles, the
Gifts
best
and what?
liquors. It was just
Chiri
gifts,
sexy
everything.
bambi.
Whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
I know now there are girls
Like,
that are
he
listening and
was
saying,
amazing.
Anya ine namba ya daddy Andre.
I know.
Tambuze. Yagulirako ku kikomando mu bangali wamala naye.
Balyanga mu
He
5
was,
star.
honestly, he was always like.
But don't you think for someone that treated you so well like this,
And that is why I always give him respect. That is why I always speak so highly about him in the interviews. So many interviews want to bash him because of the chicks and everything, and I'm like, nope, I will not enter that
No, we
bashing
don't.
session.
That's the bashing session.
I
That
don't
one
know
we
about
are
the
putting
chicks.
aside.
I know
Anyone
that
one
story.
enjoying session.
With me, it was everything.
if you received a text from Daddy Andre now and he said, Angela, you know what?
I'm ready to test.
Hospital appointment tomorrow 2 p.m.
That's a very good question. You know, I'm seeing someone right now.
Oh,
It's almost 7 months.
Angela webereremu naawe. Expensive things togamba egwafunya tusinga.
Super producer
Kiyani oyo.
Broker.
No, let me tell you. Time has passed. Like so many months have passed. So
Yeah.
much
You
has
wait,
happened.
you wait.
So many opportunities come, you know.
Some
so,
go.
Some go.
If you see me, I'm
I
my
felt like-
opportunity.
So I'm just
Otumaze
into
mama. Feba producer otumaze
Mbunde
mama.
musheno mwana kankomewo. Muje mweyogerera.
Feba producer otumaze mama.
Kuma she chichi.
it's not happening.
Moving on.
No, it's not happening.
Kanzije.
You're seeing someone now?
I am seeing someone now.
Another special one?
Another special one. And you know what's funny? The Andre thing ended up in the public because it leaked. You know,
Yeah.
somehow it leaked that him and I were dating.
We saw you.
Auntie.
We saw.
Auntie.
You know,
it
the first
leaked.
time I actually saw you and Andre
Yeah.
in Entebbe, I was like,
At the beach.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, even me.
Exactly.
Even me, I was like, why is Andre with Angie?
and he was being a gentleman. Like every time she
Such a
stood up,
star.
he would go.
Because
so
normally when I
close.
do with him, I knew a story. Church, together. He was
What's the
calm. Nenga.
Chaliwa for gangster.
Gangster,
Chaliwa for
yeah,
you, no. Kwata yena nengaba.
Tudene Angie nenga why America. Nemu tapping on that way.
Someone called Amber Christ right here on our Facebook. I said you are her co-wife.
Are you listening? Yo!
Anyway.
That's where the problem came from, that chick. So Andre should blame that chick. Like, what is going on?
Wow.
He should come and address.
So the person that you are dating now, are they also in the limelight or have you taken a different route?
We wouldn't know.
I'm trying so hard to keep it away from the limelight. But you can't control these things when you're a public figure.
Yeah.
Like with Andre, I
am sure one of these nights I'll bump into you somewhere in a parking lot, you're kissing and I'll say...
I think I also know you when you're in love. Where cause I'll see.
Or you want to go to the beach in Alimu Hills.
So what is his name?
And I almost said Nimrod.
If you have any questions for Angela Katatumba, we are on Twitter at GalaxyFMUG. Such a powerful voice, such a strong voice.
Oh, thank you so much, friend.
Do you think someone can be told how to sing?
Yeah. I personally, my parents, when I went to Canada, my parents noticed I loved to
mimic. Canada.
Every time when I was in Canada, Auntie, when I grew up, that's when my dad made sure he paid $40 an hour every day after school for me to go for vocal training.
$40, how much money is that?
$40 an hour.
Yes.
$40 is times 3, 8. That is what? Almost.
I don't know. You told me the money in
So
Uganda.
Every day,
school. Yeah, every day.
$40.
I had my white lady. She was a vocal trainer, coach. She taught me how to use my diaphragm, how to belt it out, how to sing low, how to sing strong, how to use my head voice, my falsetto. All that I was trained.
And it will accumulate in 1 hour.
Per hour, sometimes I would stay 3-4 hours.
Your daddy pays. Angela, do you have a sister? You know, I want to bring my property in your richness.
How sister wins and Jagala ye?
Sagala Queen. I want to enter you. I want to enter the sister.
Andrea Johnson, you are Sandy. I got the Pugenda Jerry. Nature Kusuka.
I take my time when it comes to men. I don't rush.
You married your first boyfriend?
Yeah. African American Alonzo was my first boyfriend.
This marriage lasted
2 years, realistically 8 years on paper, but for real, we're just together for 2 years.
So, did you date anyone in between your ex-husband and
With
Andre?
him, I was so faithful.
Nobody over nobody. Nobody. Twani go wazika. Yeah, you did nobody.
Okay, but between my ex and of course, very many. Because after my ex-husband,
big bang, bang, bang.
No quickie.
You want go
But how did you get to know the quickie?
I can't manage it. I'm so like,
you don't
bring
know
a
what you are
test
missing.
first. I need to know who you are.
Set
Take
the
it
mood.
easy.
Woman, you are
Comfortable.
I'm not a really girl. I am what they call a proper bower.
Let me tell you.
I think
Nimrod, teach her.
You have not seen enjoyment.
Enjoyment. Entanglement, enjoyment.
So this is not that kind of quickie. We give you 2 options and you choose one. But why we call it a quickie is because we go quick and there's not much time to think about it. For example, I'll say dresses or jeans.
Jeans all the time.
Jeans, okay. Wigs or your natural hair?
Wigs, girlfriend. I'm liking this ask.
A natural look or first bit proper?
Artificial all the way, girlfriend.
Oh.
Keep it moving.
Taxi or border?
Neither. Taxi depends. Uber?
Okay,
taxi.
Single life or relationship life?
I'm mainly single, frankly, but relationships are nice here and there till they become a misery.com.
Tea or a glass of wine?
I'm allergic to wine, so whiskey.
Whiskey.
Hey, no idea.
Yes.
Matoke or rice?
Rice.
Fame or money?
Money.
Twitter or Instagram?
Instagram.
iPhone or Samsung?
Samsung.
COVID or 19 or HIV?
I'd rather COVID all the way. I hear that's a manageable.
Dancehall or R&B?
R&B.
Lipstick or lip gloss?
Lipstick.
Sex or sleep?
Sleep. I swear.
A big.
Like I swear. I take it.
Yeah, but then so zanetika
Somebody can take the cut them.
sex or sleep. Sleep.
I swear.
Look at your life. Don't do feel ashamed.
He's like, oh,
I don't know.
I agree because me as a Saturn woman is Italian. I agree with Sleep. Let's see one.
There's no hurry. Sex can wait.
Heels or sandals?
Heels, girlfriend.
Daddy Andre or Kent and Flosser?
Now that's a very difficult question.
No. Expensive things. Cheer.
And I say both.
No. Choose one.
nothing personal.
Andre
We'll
was
have to go
nice.
with Kent and Flosser because Andre is old. We go with the new. So Kent and
Okay.
Flosser.
Cindy or Winnie Nwaji?
Oh, I love both.
Choose one.
Must I choose one?
Should
Yeah.
I replace one for you?
We replace.
Cindy or Vinka?
Nwaji.
Nwaji or Vinka?
Let's go back to Cindy
Okay.
or Nwaji.
Cindy or Nwaji?
I love Cindy, but I love Django. So Cindy and Django. Okay, Cindy and Winnie. Winnie.
You're cheating.
Okay, God, I don't know. That's such a hard one. I love them
Bulijo,
both.
you are cheating.
I love me some Cindy though. I love her. She's such a sweetheart. She's always
Come
supporting my
on.
music.
Bono mwana binjo kenda kumpana chia.
Okay, Sandy.
Bebe
Because
Cool
I
or
have
Bobby
history
Wine?
with Baby Cool.
Okay,
Man U or
But I have
Arsenal?
both.
Chimu,
I
chimu.
don't know football. See, take it.
Okay,
None
another
of
one.
those.
Busa.
In the chair or on the bed?
In the chair.
Yes.
I'm asking sex. In the chair, yes.
Next
On the
question.
couch.
In the house or in the bush, in the car?
In the car is okay.
Yeah.
As long as
So-
I don't do bush, those grass.
Silent banner or loud speaker?
Depends.
It depends. But that's also extremes.
Okay.
We don't do silent, we don't scream.
Last question.
In between.
Last question. DJ Nimrod or Little Joe?
TJ Nimrod.
Okay.
I love me some Nimrod.
Angela,
Yeah.
several musicians and entertainers now are going into politics.
Yeah.
Do we see Katatumba also going back to her village? Where's your village again?
Mbarara.
Mbarara, and let's say contesting dozens of Mbarara.
Never.
Why?
My father, my parents have always brought us up to be business minded and neutral when it comes to politics. As long as we have a good business environment and there's peace and calm, we focus on business. Politics is an extremely dirty game. We can't manage. I can't manage.
How far have we gone with charity now?
I'm always into charity, but lately, obviously, things have slowed down. There's not much happening. But I'm always going to have a heart for charity. You know, I have the Angela Katatumba Development Foundation.
Yes.
So my parents taught me that I've been extremely blessed. So my duty is to bless others.
Yeah.
So without a doubt, I must always have charity at heart. So I must continue the AKDF NGO always.
Are we looking at any other projects apart from the song that you have with Kent and Flosser now? Anything new that's coming?
Yes, definitely, yes.
With a chick this time, eh? Because we've had Andre, now Kent and Flosso.
Okay, you've challenged me on that one.
Mm.
The plan wasn't a chick yet, but okay, we could do that in the future.
Who would you look at?
There are very many. You mean Uganda or international? Uganda.
Airport in Zigalo.
Airport in Zigalo. Trina
That's
Spicy, Cindy, Shiba, Nwaji, Jasmine,
Birozo, my
Kappa Cat. You know Kappa Cat?
Irene.
We have another gangster called Kappa Cat.
Yes. I name whoever approaches and whoever you know it's all about syncing. You know, it's not about forcing these
It's about
matters.
the vibe.
It's about the vibe. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing a good, if you look at the Kent and Flosso song, even with the Andre actually, the reason Tony Davila is such a huge hit is we had an amazing vibe. With Kent and Flosso and Love Me, we had an amazing vibe. So I always go with the vibe. And usually guys have the vibe.
Another collabo Jenjagaro Kore.
Tell me.
Full figure. I need
This one also is on jokes.
full figure. No, I don't like how to Zoriana Moy.
She's into
Full
politics.
figure. No.
Chobo tukolera. Soko yimbe naye. Na oli muyimbe.
Temunka kati.
Soko yimbe naye then tuja kuyimba naye.
There's something I usually like to talk about here on the show with especially female musicians. Lately, people think that when a woman, a lady, a girl looks good, even when the talent is not really enough, like or it's barely there, they're going to make it in the music industry because of how they look. They are sexy or they dress so nicely. You know, what are your thoughts? Must you have the talent, or you think even when you look good, that only can pass?
You know, even in business, I learned from my dad. He was such a great businessman, and he taught me, put looks aside, put everything aside. Have the talent for business, have the fire, have the burn, know how to crack the deals. You know what I'm saying? If you put looks before everything else, you're gonna crash. Because today you're beautiful, tomorrow there's somebody more beautiful. Tomorrow everybody is beautiful these days, especially with Instagram and everything.
And filters and Snapchat.
Even girls in the ghetto are now on the filters and they look gorgeous. So if you're gonna go by beauty, you're going to crash. You'd rather have a great foundation where you have your talent, you have your business mind. That is a better bet than relying on beauty.
So how do you feel since you have seated in between the two men?
Yes.
Yes, you are not a man.
I know. He's taking us back.
So you are a woman who loves beards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wamba, in case
You are a bearded woman.
Tony tells you Andre has a song that I think is nice.
You can
go
jump.
That's what's happening right now, actually. The funny thing is that's exactly what's happening.
He's written another song for you?
Ocean wants me to work again to do a song with Andre. And why, that's what I said. As long as it's business, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Entanglement take
You know, in Luganda they say, mazzi gakulukuta we gali gakulukutiddeko.
What does that mean in English?
Go Gaina.
Water did something.
Water crooked where it crooks.
Going to find its way where it has
If
passed
water
before,
has ever passed here,
it will not lose its way.
it might pass
But
again.
water have never passed there. And water wanted to pass there, but the water they
if,
said
if,
no.
if we're
You
going to work
have or you
together,
don't
we are
have.
just going to have to keep it strictly business. Because as you can see, the other side, things are still pending. So it's definitely going to be business. At least that's what I'm going to focus
Such a
on.
cute couple. I feel like Mwatusubia, some kind of Beyonce and
I
Jay-Z
say,
kind of
take
stuff.
No, but that's life. You plan, but God is the planner.
Tugenda kubaletera me and her.
Angela.
Imagine Angela dating him.
Nze bwe ndi obu.
They could write me a hit.
Fire, baby.
Angela.
Baby, chill.
Fire, baby.
Angela. Nze bwe mba ndidde bubi.
Yeah.
Tugamba tulidde ka commando. Yeah? From ghetto gye tubeera. Gwe bw'oba olidde bubi mmere ki gy'ogamba nti eno mmere
Chips and
embi.
chicken.
Nga onogamba eno mmere yange yembi nga ndi.
Chips and chicken.
He's right, yeah. Like not healthy food. He's
No,
asking.
just mmere ya rice gy'osobola okulya.
Come on, you know your English is very.
But I can cut my English and she can know
He's
me.
saying in his brokenness, when he's very very broke, okay, when he has some money, he'll go for food of 3K, matoke, something like that. When he's totally down, he goes for chikomando.
Of 1,000.
It's okay.
Now,
So
according to your status, when you're totally down, what is that food that you eat?
I've never been that down, but I don't mind eating that.
That
you know,
will come,
it's
I know
okay.
I see.
No, but sometimes I travel and I'm going up country and we take Rolexes, we take chicken on the road. There's no problem.
Do you see the
But that's like,
chicken?
I know, but that's but not for every day.
bw'abanga
though.
oli sitayinaamu alya nkoko.
Are you real?
kati kubamu akafaananyi
Safari on the
nedda
road.
No.
sooka tunule wano nkunnyonnyole bw'aba talinamu alya ku nkoko.
Ng'ate ezo bwe bannina
awulira
mu
kamaleyo kati bamu akafaananyi ng'ayina talya ostrich.
No, let me tell you, the truth is,
Sirika.
the truth is, my dad taught me to be so down to earth. So, like, if I have to be in a down to earth situation, we shall eat chop commandos. But it's better not to be a continuous.
Okay.
Okay, let me
commando
tell you
style.
what.
It's better be like a while.
Inspiring to tell you.
Yeah.
Little J is basically asking, would you date a broke guy?
Basically, in a nutshell.
I'm not
In a
broke.
nutshell, let me tell you the truth. I used to, and I don't mind it. When I was growing, I thought it was okay to date guys that are broke. But the reality hit me, like my ex-husband. I was the breadwinner.
Really?
But I was a breadwinner.
Wow.
But I found that because
And
he used to be
we
in
always
the U.S.
thought-
Air Force, and I didn't mind that I was always paying for everything
Wow.
because I have so much love. But I realized reality hits you, and he started detesting the fact that I was earning more than him. There is a way men, even if they are broke, they don't want a woman to be above
Yes.
them.
They don't want
Yeah.
their ego to be crushed.
Exactly. So
True.
there's no point. Instead of stressing me with your brokenness, I need to find somebody who can handle. So where can he?
Yeah.
So that's that
Little
answer.
Joe. Togenda fumita.
Do not do it, Gabby. But Joe, you'll be the one. You end up dumping me because you don't want a woman
Chikososeko.
who does better.
That's true.
Why don't you go back to Canada? Because, and this goes out on air. No! Stop passing us through eyes because you have money.
Muganda. Nze nange kyensoseko
Mama
kirabika.
Angela,
Toyina mu majoli ya nkoko.
before we let you go, anything else you'd love to tell our listeners?
No. Everything agenda bigambe Canada. I grow up in Canada. Agenda Canada mwana. No.
So baba talina mwali yankoko.
Tokanga nze oje nkolerera. Ne innocent wanagine tane mwebaza.
He can't accept it. You know what I'm
know.
saying? That's the reality.
And then it should be like, baby, you want to go to Canada?
You to get there.
And be in.
I've paid for a trip to get there.
You pay for
Simugamba mutugende mulongo. Oyo tamanyira mulongo.
So, Prem, you wanted me to talk to the fans?
Yes.
First of all, Galaxy FM, the #1 radio station in the country. I am your biggest fan.
Oh,
No
thank
big
Put
deal.
him in yokes.
Yeah.
We love you
And I
too.
love you guys. I love me some Innocent. I find him absolutely amazing. I love you guys. I love Prem.
Nerindako. Owanye nnyo
Thank you,
bosi
guys.
waffe. Especially Innocent.
Yeah, no,
Sente
he's
bayinezezi.
honest.
Mwagala wange. Mwagala wange gwatayinamu. Wamagenda maaso. Oyagala tumire ema ku mayanja. Oli musiro.
I want to thank you guys so much for keeping the name, the game. You guys, you've raised the standard. All the musicians, the artists look up to Galaxy. You know?
Yeah.
So you've set such a standard that we all look up to, and I love you guys for that.
Thank
know?
you.
And I'm hoping that I'll soon be associated with you guys, winning your awards and the rest. We shall talk to Innocent about those.
And the events and blah blah blah.
I love you.
Somebody ndeka bwotyo bw'obeera wali oba bino bya studio yo.
Watch your way,
Because
man.
Wanji,
It is
wait
very
away,
happy
Happy
Collection.
girl, I am happiness.
Happy
No.
girl, a happy man.
Ddamu kyoyogedde bwetyo bwekola ki?
Bwebeera.
Watch your way, man.
Ogambye bwetyo bwebeera.
Mama, watch your way, what?
Ebeera etya?
You said, am I always like that?
Eh.
Watch your way, man.
Hey,
Mama, bring, mama.
Bwetyo
Kale
bwebeera.
sibula abawuliriza
Bwebeera.
sibula bafaani bawama mu Luganda tugende.
Abaluganda nsanyuse nnyo, mwebale nnyo, mwebale
Okunama.
how do you say support? Mwebale kuwagira Angela Karatumba. Mwebale, thank you for loving Tony Nabira. Mwebale kuwagira Tony Nabira ne love me. Nange mbagira nnyo. And thank you so much. I love you so much. Mwebale nnyo.
Andre muweerezeyo ka message mu Luganda.
I'm told today is his birthday, so.
Oh, happy birthday.
Mu Luganda.
I don't know how this
Twagala
No, kigezeeko.
amazaalibwa.
Amazaalibwa malungi.
amazaalibwa amalungi.
Agambe baby and baby. Daddy Andre.
No, daddy to
Tandika ne Daddy Andre.
Sexy Andre. Amazaalibwa amalungi. Bye.
Maybe
Thank
it would be
you.
nice if you sang
Webale
for him.
kutuwandikira hit tonera bira
It would be
monster
nice
hit.
if you sang for him up.
Then Mugambe baby tonera bira.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Ah.
Happy birthday, dear Andre. Happy birthday
Let's
to
take a baby
you.
tonera.
My baby Tonera Vida.
Ah, whoa!
Ah,